Today, you'll be receiving from a message full of God's power to help you become everything that God has created you to be. You know, God sent his son, Jesus, to die for you to have a life of abundance and for you to be an ambassador for him. What does that mean? That your life should represent his goodness. It's time to be about it. Tune in today's message and you'll be blessed.
Hope in God. Why do we lose it mentally? Why do we lose it physically? Why do we live in discouragement? Why are we up when things are good and down when things are not? Why do we obey God when we can see the results, but we don't want to obey God when we can't? Because we've lost our hope in God. We put our hope in what it looks like. We put our hope in what it seems like. We put our hope in our pocketbook. We put our hope even in our pastors or even in our husbands and our wives. Nope, hope thou in God. I could not put my hope in my age or my reproductive organs or what a doctor was saying. I needed something, God bless him, I needed some supernatural stuff on top of that. And I want to say this to you right now, those of you who are downtrodden, there is a point here where you got to say, oh my soul, why are you disquieted? That's a question that was not asked of the writer. The writer asked that of himself. I'll tell you why. You have to reinstate your hope away from what you're seeing and put your hope back in God. Deep calleth unto deep. Now that's when you know you're doing something right there. When the deep is calling out to the deep at the noise of thy water spots, all thy waves and thy billows are gone over me. Yet the Lord, yet the Lord, yet the Lord, yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime and in the night. His song shall be with me and my prayer unto the God of my life. Let me say this before I keep reading there. God cares about your life. That's a revelation for a whole lot of people. God cares about your life. Not just about what you can do for him. Listen, while you were yet dead in sins, he already demonstrated how much he cares for you. He cares about your life. He also cares about the details of your life. Meaning the little things that is bugging you and that the things that happened a long time ago in your life that has shifted the way you look at things, shifted the way you interact with people, why you're so snarky over here and why you haven't been able to break past this glass ceiling that your past has created. God cares about all of that. He's not moved by all of that. He said, don't lose hope in me. The Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me. And my prayer unto the God of my life, I will say unto God, my rock, why hast thou forgotten me? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? So he's even talking about when folks is doing it, because you know sometimes it ain't no drama like people drama. And I'll leave that there. As with a sword in my bones, my enemies reproach me, while they say daily unto me, where is thy God? Now, you know, it's bad enough when you like, all right, okay, I'm holding on. But then when somebody that's an enemy is trying to highlight or point out, where's your, I thought you said, go and get in your broke car right there. I'm going to drive away in my Beamer. That's when I'm about like, okay, I'm about to get them tires and I'm about to follow you or what. You. Anybody have any siblings, younger siblings? I'm sorry, Christina. Well, my sister is my younger sister. And, you know, I used to torture her and she used to torture me. It was, I must say, it was even. I'm giving that to you. But, you know, there would be times, because, you know, my dad was a scary guy. He's still a scary guy. He can still call my name now. I'm 41 years old. Michelle, I'm like. Wait, I'm grown. Yeah, what you want? Like, oh, okay. But sometimes I just get that flashback, like, okay. And I knew if I hit my sister or I knocked her down, I knew I was about to have a date with my father that I didn't want to have. But sometimes I just felt like this is going to be worth the beating. Anybody ever been there? Oh, it's worth it. I'm going to earn this. I'm already getting a whooping. Oh, I'm about to earn this whooping, right? And the only time that really happened to me was when I would get in trouble They would, Mommy, she did this. And they would be like, Michelle, stop it. And I'd be like, but she's lying or whatever. And then they'll walk away and then she'd be like, nah, 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 nah. Oh, I'd be like, oh, this is worth this being up in here. But that's what he's talking about here. This feeling, especially when you've been serving God. And Satan, you gotta understand, Satan is very good at this, making you feel like, you know what? When I wasn't saved, it seemed like I was doing a whole lot better than once I let this Jesus into my life. Now I feel bad if I don't go to church. I love the days when I just got up on Sunday, didn't think about nothing. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to 11 o'clock movie. And now I'm feeling guilty. What he's trying to do is he's trying to move you away from your connection in God so that he can remove the hope that you have in God. Because that's the only thing that's going to anchor your soul. Verse 11 says again, why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God. For you shall yet praise him, who is the health of your countenance, and he is still your God. Turn to Hebrews chapter 11. Hebrews chapter 11. Hope in God. Now, it would be very unfair of me if I didn't move to this point right here, which is simply this, is that you have to fight to keep your hope in God.
I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. I want to encourage you to subscribe. Also share with your friends. People need encouragement, especially those, you may know some people who are really going through. Go on and share this podcast with them. I also want to encourage you to visit our website. We've got some material that can help you. That's michelleferguson.org. And as always, I'm Michelle Ferguson, helping you to discover, develop, and celebrate who God has created you to be. Look forward to seeing you next time.